In this video I will demonstrate the ABC correction, which is part of the Elliott wave theory. In the previous video we looked at the 5-3 wave pattern when price trends. We have 5 waves, 3 motive waves that push with the trend, and 2 corrective waves that go against the trend. After this third motive wave is when the ABC correction comes into play. So what is the ABC correction? Well, just like the 5-3 wave pattern, which is a series of waves, the ABC correction is also a series of waves, which creates recognizable patterns after this third motive wave. And once the pattern has been created, price can reverse, or this trend can continue, and we'll have another 5-3 wave pattern. With Elliott wave theory, there's around 21 ABC correction patterns, but there are 3 that are commonly used by traders, and they're the 3 I'll cover in this video. The 3 are ABC zigzags, ABC flat formations, and also ABC correction triangles. So I think for the first time in this course I'm not using the pound against the dollar 4-hourly chart. I'm actually using the Russell, and we use a number of different charts in this video. So this is the Russell, like I mentioned. This is a daily chart. We have the start of an uptrend here, and let's look at this uptrend using Elliott wave theory. So we have our first motive wave, we have a correction, we have our second motive wave, a correction, and then our third motive wave. Going back to the last video, I mentioned that this second motive wave is generally when the mass public join the trend. They've seen this push to the upside, they've waited for the pullback, and then used a variety of techniques to go long and follow this trend up. And this is evident on this chart here. There's a significant push on this second wave compared to the other 2 waves. So what happens after this third motive wave? We have the first ABC formation that I'll demonstrate in this video, and that's the zigzag. So an ABC correction is when we have at least 3 waves that create a corrective pattern, and these 3 waves are lettered A, B, C. So the zigzag corrective pattern will look something like this. We have our 5-3 wave formation. We will then have our ABC correction, the zigzag formation, which could look something like this. We have A, B, and C. So A, B, and C. Waves A and C should move strongly against the dominant trend. Now after this ABC zigzag formation, price will either downtrend or go for another 5-3 wave. So let's look at the Russell daily chart. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then have our zigzag A, B, C. you notice we have our head and shoulders, and then price goes on the upside. This is our 5-3 wave pattern. Here's our ABC correction, and then price continues on the upside. So what other patterns are there in ABC correction? Another popular pattern is the flat formation, in which we would have our 5-3 wave pattern, and the ABC creates a double top or a double bottom. So we would have A, B, C, and price would go on the downside or go for another 5-3 wave pattern on the upside. Now all these formations I'm showing you can work on downtrends as much as they can work on uptrends. If we look at the pound against the dollar 4-hourly chart, we have this clear downtrend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's our 5-3 wave pattern. And then we have our ABC correction. A, B, C. And price then goes on the upside. The third and final ABC correction formation we will look at in this video is the triangle pattern. And generally we won't just have 3 waves, A, B, C, but anywhere from 3 to 5, or perhaps even more, A, B, C, D, E, for example. If I bring up a chart of the Nikkei, the Japanese index, and this is a daily chart, price is clearly moving on the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time for our ABC correction, and this time we have a triangular ABC correction formation. A, B, C, D, E, and then price continues on the upside. To make this triangle easier to see, I can add trend lines. If we go to a weekly chart of the Nikkei, you'll see this triangular pattern is even more clear. That's why it's important to know about ABC corrections. If we can identify the formation or patterns that ABC corrections create, we can prepare ourselves to join the market when price goes for another 5-3 trend, or we can prepare ourselves to counter trend. Either way, if we notice these ABC corrections and know when they come to an end, we have high chance of speculating and joining the start of a trend. For example, with this triangular ABC correction, We know from previous videos that we can trade the breakouts of these support and resistance areas. The resistance is clearly broken by this candle here. Signalling that we could go for another push on the upside, and currently we are. Please remember that I have covered the very basics of Elliott wave theory, and there is a lot more to it than what I've demonstrated in these last two videos, and there are set rules for each pattern formation that I have not given great detail on.